Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Hey YouTube, Lizzie B here. Excuse me if I'm talking quiet. I am outside, so I don't want to bother people too much. So I hope that you can hear me, and apologies for the sound quality. Okay, enough of apologies. I'm going to get to it. With this video, I'm still kind of recovering from the news, but if you're here from TikTok, I just got laid off. I just got laid off from my job, so I'm still processing. But yeah, I wanted to talk about it a little bit. And this is going to be a stream of consciousness, so if you're not into that kind of thing, this is not going to be your kind of video. But yeah, I want to talk a little bit about what this all means and my interpretation of it, and where I'm going from now, from here. And yeah, so first things first. Today is August 8th. The video that I stitched on TikTok, a lady was talking about how it's the Lion's Gate portal or something like that. I don't really know too much about astrology, but I do listen to people who do know about that stuff. My mom had sent me like a bunch of videos about this Lion's Gate portal opening. I think because I'm a Leo, and I'm very much a Leo, believe it or not. My sun is Leo, my rising sign is Leo, and so my mom, anytime there's anything that has to do with Leo, my mom is just like, here, this is for you. So I woke up, I didn't think too much about what was going on. I just woke up and I thought to myself, well, let me, let me get my day started, and, thinking it's a regular day like any other day, but it was not. And I found out once I was called into work, because I was working from home on this day, and so I got called in for a really strange reason. And as soon as I came in, I was called into my boss's office, and the HR lady was there, and I was like, oh shit. I think I may have said that out loud, I'm not sure. That's probably why I got laid off. I think I said oh no out loud. And so I sat down, they got right to it. But I do know that I saw this coming. I have been really just thinking about my life and what I want to do with my life, and especially having turned 40, this was a milestone birthday for me. And so I was really thinking to myself, like, I like doing my own thing, and what I do, which is generally just, not to say ranting on TikTok, because I know that what I'm doing is bigger than that. I tend to get an audience. Whatever I'm doing, however I'm doing it, I tend to always get an audience. And I feel like that is a skill. That is not something that everybody can do. I know that it is a skill. And I felt like my skills were not being put to use every day at the job that I was going to. I felt like I was watching my life go by. Felt very much like a plantation. As many people know, with my videos, I talk about a lot of subjects that some would probably label as feminist. I really, honestly, for me, it's just about all marginalized groups having a voice. There's so many things that I'm passionate about, and one of those things is justice and human rights. And I think that the way that we do work in this country is very plantation oriented. I think that these corporations are very much the new plantations, and that is not something that I can just let go of when I go to work. I don't subscribe to the way that we do work in this country. I can go on and on and on, but I'll put it like this. I'm free. I'm a free woman now, and it will give me time to do what I'm actually good at and what I love to do. And hopefully, I'm saying hopefully, but I know I'm going to be paid for this. I know that people would pay for what I have to offer. And so that is what I'm going to pursue. I feel like I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm pretty much going off the grid at this point. Usually I've always had like a job here or there to kind of cover me, but I don't, right now I just want to go balls to the wall and just try to really just go for it 100% in terms of creating my brand, doing what I want to do, and making money making the kind of content that I want to make, not the kind of content that somebody else wants to make. I don't want to help a tech company or like a medical company unless what they are advocating for aligns with my values. And yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. The irony of this whole situation is that I had threw on a t-shirt really quick to go into sit down and be told that I was being laid off. I went in, and the t-shirt that I'd thrown on, I didn't even really think about it too much, was this Juneteenth shirt that I had bought. It says, "Breaking every chain since 1865, Juneteenth." And the irony of wearing this shirt with the ideology that I personally have about many workplaces having a very plantation-esque feel to them has not escaped me. I strongly believe that I was warned. I was told this was going to happen. I didn't put it all together, and you don't have to. And that's the wonderful thing about being inspired and listening to your highest self, or whatever you want to call it, the universe, God, whatever, is that it gives you a warning or lets you know what's going to happen, and then you forget, you go about your day. It's like a dream. And then when it's happening, everything comes together. Like all of the pictures came together, and that's what happened today. I was just like, wait a minute, today's August 8th. 8 is my favorite number, by the way. So today is August 8th. 8th month, 8th day, Lionsgate portal. Somebody had reminded me too, because I bought a lottery ticket. That's another thing that's funny. I bought a lottery ticket. This is after I got laid off. I was like, well, you never know, right? So I went and I bought a lottery ticket, and I had called my ex-husband. He's my best friend. I shouldn't even call him my ex-husband at this point, because he's more my best friend than my ex-husband. Like, that's how I see him. Anyway, I called him up because I didn't know how to do the lottery ticket thing, and so I told him I only got one ticket, but I got 3 or whatever. And he said, yeah, just make sure you check the date, that you got the right date. And I looked at the date, and he said it should be August 8th. And I thought, oh my God, that's the Lions portal date. And so then I thought to myself, oh my God, this is a big thing that has happened to me on this date. And there was a warning, that a big energy shift is going to happen in my life. Then I looked down at my shirt, and it said, "Breaking every chain." And I said, oh my God, I'm free. I'm free in this sense. And then I remembered a thought that I'd had while I was out in Hawaii on vacation. And the thought was, I was worried. I thought to myself, what am I going to do? I can't be at this job forever. And I feel like my time is coming to an end. And my highest self said, not so clearly as I'm going to say it now, but you get feelings, and you interpret what those feelings mean. But it was just like, be still. I got this, not me, but whoever my highest self was like, I got this. I'll handle this. And so that is part of the reason why currently, right now, I'm not as I thought I was going to be. But, I'm still like, this is a jarring experience. It's a traumatizing experience. But I feel like I had a seatbelt on. And that seatbelt is my highest self, which is going to be taking control in a lot of areas of my life, because I have to make heart-led decisions, as goes the video that the young woman that I stitched was saying. Heart-led decisions. I don't want to make decisions on the basis of fear and on the basis of the rules of how we do things in this country, because so much of what this country wants from us is our fear and our sadness, and just, I'm tired of being on the farm and milked for anxiety, because there were so many moments that I was just filled with anxiety at work constantly. And even when when there were times where I wasn't filled with anxiety, I got in trouble for that. You know what I'm saying? I was told, oh, you're not taking this seriously. And it's like, I can't give you my soul. I am, I feel bad, but I got to move on with my life. I got to continue to love myself. I got to feed myself. I got to eat. I got to go to the gym and work out. I got to call my friend and wish her a happy birthday. I have to move on. I can't let this life be dictated on the basis of this job. And a lot of these jobs do not have grace. They don't give people grace. And what kind of place is without that? Like, that's hell. Hell is a place without grace. I don't mean to rhyme. I was trying so hard not to, but so yeah, I don't want to be in hell anymore. I want to be able to live my life with grace, extending it to myself, extending it to others, understanding that I am worth patience, and I am worth respect, and I am worth just love, regardless of whether I make a mistake or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm worthy of everything that this life has to offer. I don't need a job to give me that. I'd rather get that from myself. And so that is my objective moving forward. I hope this video wasn't too long, so I'm going to wrap it up soon. But what I will say is that moving forward, I'm going to be creating more content. I want to inspire others. I want people to wake up in the morning and look at my content and have whatever it takes to be able to get through their day. Like, I want to inspire people who have no choice but to go to work, or who don't want to quit their jobs, who love their jobs, but they need that extra push or that extra whatever. I want to make content for people who are tired of being gaslit or lied to about, how our society treats them or how they may be marginalized. I want to make content for people to use the tools within themselves to be able to not just survive, but to thrive in this current environment. I can't be a cog in the machine and changing the machine. We can't all work for the system. Like, there are ways that we can be in community with each other without helping to perpetuate what it is we're all fighting against. So I hope that made sense. So if you want to support my work, which is, again, I'm going to really just go full speed ahead with making content that is encouraging and motivating and kind of coachy. But if you want to support what I'm doing, subscribe, engage with my content, tell me the kind of videos that you would love for me to talk about. I will be writing a book. Buy my book. Now I am free to make more of this and do more of what I really want to do, and do what's actually working for me. I'm free to do that. I want to do series where I spotlight people, because that's what I do. I'm a producer. I'm a video producer. So not only am I a writer and a director, I'm a producer. So I know how to get things made. And so now I will be able to devote my time and energy to actually making content that I think is very much needed in this world. And again, I need all the help and support I can get. Subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe, look at my content, make all of the things light up. Send prayers, send thoughts, send everything. I'm so going to need it, and the quality's gonna go up. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.